So as a general rule, I'm always going to attack the hips. This is a contact point. Right? Not much point trying to push your shoulders because that's not what's holding me down. So as soon as I go the collar, you go open up and you preempt. Now, does two things. I actually can't push you back the other way. And my frame system becomes almost obsolete. Does that kind of make sense? Right. So you now punch the shoulder down and your thumb goes in. This is an interesting part.
Thumb or fingers?
I go thumb because it puts the, so,
That makes
okay,
more sense.
let me explain just on this, thumb or finger. The fingers in is a pulling mechanic, so you're trying to lift me up. If your fingers go in, your thumb goes underneath. If your thumb goes in, your fingers go over the top. As a general rule. My job is this, straight away, is I've already got my hands on the hip, I simply cross my hands over. So I'm attacking the hip, I'll cross my hands over. Two things, and we're going to go slow. I'm going to put my weight onto Emma's ankle, right, by straightening my leg. This makes me a cylinder, which makes it easier to roll. I see some people try and trap the foot. The issue is if Emma has a high mount, which she does, I can't actually get access to it. So here, the part I need you guys to recognize is do not bridge. Her weight is on that. Anytime I bridge, her weight's going to go directly onto my, and she's going to pat the hand up, which we're going to do in a second. So if you think about this way, is this, right, is I like to turn. I look at the way I'm going to move. Now, all I'm going to do is slide. So I'm going to go really slow, is I extend my leg, making sure I go close to the knee line. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shove her knee underneath my body by rolling over it. So she can't post. And I'm going to go slow. I slide. Deal with the choke. Deal with the choke. Do not come up inside the guard. You will get choked. Stay heavy on the leg. Number one, get out of the choke. Number two, deal with the position. I'm happy if you guys go to a scramble here. You were about to get choked from underneath mount. We're in the game. Right. So you know, you've got to appreciate these little things that happen. It's not like, you know, it's not sometimes, you know, like I'm out, you know, I reversed, I'm attacking. It's like, number one is I'm out of the choke. That's a good thing. I'm in a scramble, much better than being underneath mount. So we've got to be aware of the little things that we're trying to do, the little victories, not the end result. So one more time. Okay, I attack the hips, Emma comes over from here. Now, pushes the frame down, 1, 2, I simply crisscross. Right, so cross my hands over from here. The hardest part I see is people bridge, don't bridge. Take your leg, walk your leg out as wide as you can, but we're attacking the ankle first. Cut. Now I'm pulling and pushing, so I'm turning the arm in a little bit. That'll help to roll the shoulders. Don't bridge, slide. Here, boom, hand fight. Have to hand fight. Now, I'm happy to come back up inside Emma's guard. Not really, I don't really want to be out inside a guard, to be honest. But I also don't want her to jump back up onto mount. So this is the deal. I have two hands committed. It's hard for Emma to come up because she basically needs this hand to come up. So my job, keep the hand pinned and at least try and come up to a better position on top. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So once again, I do my standard attack. So as I attack Emma, she attacks me. Crosses, punch my shoulder down, thumb goes in top to bottom. I switch my hands over, so as I'm going here. The issue we have right now is that if I trap your leg, I'm going to be able to roll it. And let's assume that for argument's sake, I did. So we're here. So the part that I see people do is they focus on trying to get the leg out, right? They focus on trying to get the leg. And the more that you drive forward or wriggle, the easier it is for me to roll you over. So what we're going to do instead is from this position here, your right side is free to move. So as I'm turning this way, you slide your right knee as deep as you can behind. But you may or may not get my arm. Right now, we're not going to get the arm. The beautiful thing about it now is your right hand just pretty much goes pat, 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 pat round the head and comes in. Even if I roll you, the choke's on. Even if I roll you, the choke's on. This is horrible. So you're going to find that we're going to hand fight. And this is up to you. If you feel like I've got a better inside position to stop the choke, then let me hand fight. So what you're going to do is people are going to end up bridging and they're going to try and push to get out of the choke. Okay, take your right knee further out, come up on your left foot. Okay. Now, you go back to the choke. Let's stop the choke. A lot of detail. So what we're pretty much doing is doing a dual attack. So I'm choking and arm barring at the same time. And you've basically got the choice to make the person on the bottom one of things, defend the choke or defend the armbar. Hardwiring, well, hardwiring is that we want to survive, so you will most definitely defend the choke if push comes to shove over, because if I don't stop the choke, I'll lose oxygen and I'll die. An armbar, I can still live with a broken arm. So our hardwiring is generally the fight or flight will be that we'll defend the choke prior to the armbar. Just a little bit of hardwiring. That's not always the case, because once you've done jiu-jitsu for a while, you kind of realise, man, if I just go to sleep, it's not going to hurt as much as that. So, you know, there's a bit of pros and cons. So the small detail, what's going is we're going to start off with hands in position as I go to push MR, 1, 2, punch the corner, thumb goes into the side from here. Now, what we're doing is as you feel that, you simply walk your right knee towards my shoulder. Watch what happens to your foot. For me, it pops out, because now, even if I'm flat, when you turn the corner, I'm now off on it from here. So the more that you turn, the more that you open your knee up a little bit, that knee, and the more that your foot comes out. And now we're going to do the defense where we're here. What we're going to do is bring your foot right up here. Okay, number 1, your elbow goes over your thigh. Okay, knee squeeze, so pop your knee up. Don't worry about that. Pop your knee up. Sit back. So anytime that you can get your elbow in front of my arm and squeeze it inside the pocket, I actually cannot retract my arm. You do not put your leg over the head, because I'm waiting for that. So you simply go, you know, from here. And the more that you squeeze whatever it is, you now go thumb back in.
I usually use this just for balance.
Yeah, balance point, anchor point, plus secondly, the more that you push that down, the more that becomes a choke, and I've got to kind of defend the choke. You know, and from here, it's pretty much game over. Even if they're hyper flexible, you're going to snap the arm on this because you've got so much tension. You're recruiting your lats and things like that to do like a seated row to the armbar. One more time. One, hand goes across the body, anchor point, punch it down, goes in. My frame system should still be here. Walk your right knee up, pull your left knee out, and take your foot up. Elbow goes over your thigh, back stroke, thumb goes in. Okay, pop it up onto your left foot, squeeze. Try not to sit down unless they're hyper flexible, just try to finish it from here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good job. So we understand the principle once again is that once Elgin goes to the hips to push, I'm grabbing. Yes? Okay, I'll post. Now this is issue. I'm going to kick my leg long and behind his tricep, my top leg.
That's why you were the dummy.
He attacks me. He has to give me a straight arm. He has to give me a straight arm. And you think, how can I get behind the arm? And if I come over the top of it, it's going to collapse it and I'll lose the elbow position. So what I do is this, is I go kick. So I pull the arm up. The elbow's caught. He can't pull the arm out. Switch. Take the arm. This is a hip dexterity. Right. So I want to be long. I've also blocked out their arm to stop him from setting up, no other reason. Anchor point. Post backwards, not to the side. If you post to the side, you can't slide under. Post backwards, kick your leg. Pull the arm, step. Sit. Comes up. You got choices. Right. The thing is, I'm sliding under the armpit.
When you lean,
Yep.
could this person try to go for under?
Yeah, sure, yeah. So the question Elgin asked is, once we're here, can the person shoot the underhook? Go, yeah. Go, shoot it. Cool.
Okay.
Look, if what? He goes and gets his hand under here. Right, I put my knee down, I spin, sit. I still have the armbar. I still have the armbar. Okay. Grip. Post. Kick. Slide your knee out, over the head, sit, and armbar. 1, 2, 3. Go. Just go, go. So often it's when you're spinning through, right? So you've got the control. Elgin's pushed me, I've grabbed, I'm backstepping from here. What I'm seeing is no one addresses the trap leg, your trap knee. So what I'm trying to do from here is, as I'm posting, I'm pulling my left knee out so his weight's not on my left knee. So as I post, my left knee comes out. So that allows me to turn. Wherever I'm pulling him onto my left, this is really hard to step up because his weight's on my knee. So what I try and do is, as my hand goes backwards, I take my knee out. Step, and now the course I'm is, I simply put my knee down, and that'll turn my knee to a better position. So from here, what I see people do is they try and put the step over the head. You're not in a position to do that. So put your knee down, and pop your other knee, and that's going to put you in a better position to complete the armbar. Change your grip. So that'll be the little way if you want to manoeuvre around the body. So often it's the leg that's trapped underneath the body. It's not the leg you're trying to get over the head.
So this one goes up, this one goes down.
Yeah, so like if you're here and I'm pushing Elgin and he's got my collar and he posts out wide, the more that you take this knee out. Nice. Now put that knee on the ground behind my head, put that knee up. There you go. So it's like, you know, you use baby steps over. So now you're in a perfect position to armbar, choke, whatever you want to do from here. You know, it's a far better system than with that knee on the ground trying to step it. It's really awkward to step over your head from there. Okay guys, line up, 1, 2, 3.